A $600 lie cost me everything. I was 25, stuck in a disgusting studio apartment in South Sacramento. I mean, truly gross. Black mold on the ceiling, water-stained walls, and roaches that had zero fear of humans. You'd flip the light on and they'd just blink at you like, you pay rent here too? The plumbing backed up twice a month, and my landlord responded to texts like I was a spam caller. I made $2,700 a month working the register at a grocery store. Not terrible, but not enough to move somewhere decent. I was drowning in that place, coughing all the time, sleeping like crap because my neighbor's kid played Xbox until 4 a.m. with the volume maxed out. I needed out. Then I found this rental on Maple Drive. Cute 2-bedroom duplex, private little side yard, quiet block with old folks watering their lawns and kids riding bikes. Rent was $1,050. Felt like someone had misprinted the listing. I called immediately. Only catch? You had to prove you made at least 3 times the rent, $3,150 a month. I was short by $450, and that's when I made the dumbest decision of my life. On the application, I wrote that I was a front-end supervisor. Changed my income from $2,700 to $3,200. It felt harmless, like I was training for that position already. I figured I'd be promoted in a few months anyway. I even attached pay stubs from December when I'd picked up crazy overtime for the holidays. I crossed my fingers and hit submit. 3 days later, I got the call. You're approved. Those first weeks in the new place were perfect. I painted the kitchen a soft yellow, bought an actual couch, got a rug that tied the room together like a real adult. I stopped being embarrassed to have people over. It felt like my life had finally clicked into place. Then, 3 months in, I reported a missing Amazon package. Just a basic thing, a Bluetooth speaker I'd ordered. I called the leasing office to ask if they could check the cameras. The woman asked for my ID number and said she'd pull my file. Then, casually, like it meant nothing, she said, "And you're still working at J&K Market as a supervisor, right?" Just confirming. My throat tightened. I froze. "Yeah," I said, but my voice cracked. I knew something was wrong immediately. That Friday, I came home to an envelope taped to my door. Lease termination notice, 30 days to vacate, misrepresentation on rental application. I called the office, panicked, trying to explain, told them I'd never missed rent, that I kept the place clean, that I was quiet and respectful and didn't even own a dog. The manager sounded genuinely sorry, but said the building's insurance flagged any lease with false info. It wasn't up to them. Policy. I cried in the shower that night. Not from sadness, from pure panic. My savings were pathetic. I started skipping work just to call other listings and tour sketchy units. Every decent place wanted the same income documentation I didn't have. The shady ones wanted massive deposits or a cosigner with 700 plus credit. I had neither. The few leads I got fizzled fast, and my absences from work didn't go unnoticed. When I finally found a studio I could technically afford back in the bad part of town, the landlord ran my info and saw I'd been flagged in some rental database. Risk tenant, they called it. Now I needed to pay first month, last month, security deposit, and a $1,200 penalty deposit. The total was $4,500. I had maybe $900 in my account. I started crashing on my friend Ellie's couch, but her roommate hated it. Gave me side eyes every time I opened the fridge, made a joke about how I was going to run up the water bill taking long showers. After 10 days, I felt like a stray dog. My mom called asking why bills were arriving at her place. That's when I broke down, told her everything, the lie, the eviction, the couch surfing. She didn't yell. She just sighed and said, "Come home, we'll figure it out." So, I packed what little I had and moved back into the room with the glow-in-the-dark stars still stuck to the ceiling. Lost my job 2 weeks later. They couldn't keep me on without a local address, and I'd already missed too many shifts. 6 months later, the store did promote me. The job I'd lied about having, I officially got it. But by then, it didn't matter. I was broke, jobless, living in my childhood bedroom at 26, eating cereal from a bowl that used to have my name written on it in crayon, all because of a single $600 lie that I thought would slip through unnoticed.